What if your ex doesn't allow you to speak to your child during their parenting time? My name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. You know, the question about whether or not you should be able to speak to your child during parenting time of the other parent is an interesting one, because sometimes it is about really getting an opportunity to just handle something quick for the child, getting a quick message to him, telling them, you forgot your glasses, I'm going to drop them by, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's control. The child is with you most of the time, he's with dad, and now you want to talk to the child constantly. And you know what? I can well see a scenario where the dad will say, no, you don't need to talk to the child every half hour. You don't need to do that. This is a true story, I once had a scenario where the father had the child for the 2 weeks during the summer, and not only was the mother incessantly calling, but she had all her sisters, all the aunts and all the uncles calling the child every day, all the time. But don't worry, it's only 3 more days, it's only 5 more days, you'll be home with your mom soon. And you know what? It's indecent and disgusting to do that. You shouldn't be doing that. If your instinct is that the child is going to be with the mom for a couple weeks, or child's going to be with dad, and somehow you're really worried that something awful is going to happen to the child, then you should be filing motions with the court. Then you should tell the court why you feel this way, and the court may agree with you or may not. But to pull in other people like that, just so the child will feel bad and make the other parent feel bad, that's just absolutely indecent, and you shouldn't do that. So what if the ex doesn't allow you to speak? Well, I would think that you should call your ex and say, hey, I need to talk to my daughter or our daughter. I need to talk to her about this or that. Or can you make sure that he or she does this? Or can they call me before they go to sleep just to say goodnight? I've got no problem with that. But you know what? If your expectation is that during the other person's parenting time, that you should constantly be able to call them, check in on their whereabouts, find out if they're eating well, find out if they're wearing a coat, you know what? Don't do that. And if your ex doesn't allow that, I don't blame her, because this is your time to parent the child. You're going to parent the child the appropriate way based on your judgment. If you do something outrageously wrong, the court will find out about it. That's your risk. But in terms of, sort of micromanaging the parenting of the other parent, unless it's a court order that somehow mandates that, you should not be doing it. So what if your ex doesn't let you speak to your child all the time? You know what? What if? Then you probably shouldn't be calling. I would say don't worry about it. It'll be okay. You want to call the child just to say goodnight? Call your ex. Say, hi, I'm sure you had a great day today. Just want to say goodnight to Billy. I'm sure he or she will allow it. Don't have the expectation that you get to call all the time, because all you're doing is impeding the time and interfering with the time that your ex has. Now, your ex has precious little time with the child. It should be about those two. It's really not about you. So I would say, unless it's an emergency or something like that, I wouldn't feel bad if your ex doesn't allow that. It's probably the right thing to do anyway. If you have any questions about your particular case, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.